How do we support next generation, the next wave of entrepreneurs and startup companies? It's a challenge.
I am here with Joe Munk of the Portland State University Business Accelerator here in Portland, Oregon. So give me a quick background of what you do here.
Yep. So at the Accelerator, we're focused on helping companies succeed. So what we'll provide is mentorship, access to capital, and when I say access to capital, we know a number of local investors, a number of VC firms, and we'll actually facilitate the meetings for our clients. We're focused on three primary sectors in the market. We focus on tech, biotech, and clean tech. These sectors are usually, they have some similar characteristics. They're highly scalable. Most of them are capital efficient.
What are the two primary items that cause small businesses to fail?
When we evaluate the companies here and why they fail, we'll see a number of reasons. One would be lack of capital. So in the last 10 years, we've seen an increase in the amount of angel investment, early stage investment, venture capital investment. All of those things have been conducive to helping companies start here in Portland.
But Portland is an excellent example of community as a city. Would you say that should be true?
Yeah, I would say one of the key differentiators between, say, Portland and Silicon Valley or even Seattle is that we're much more collaborative here. The resources are in Oregon. I'm convinced of that, and I've seen that. Finding the right ones or getting access to them, I've seen entrepreneurs struggle with that. Oregon has relaxed crowdfunding regulations recently, and so there are avenues now where people can actually crowdfund for equity companies throughout Oregon. It's a really unique program, and it allows for a whole new, I guess you'd say, whole new area of capital that previously wasn't available to companies to now be available.
Where does an investor or a business go for that?
You know, there's an accelerator in town that's doing a lot of work with that called Hatch.
Hatch,
and Amy is running that.
It depends a lot on, when you're a small business, what your goal is. Do you primarily bring people in here who are going to produce 100 or 1,000 jobs in the area?
That's the goal. The goal is high growth companies where they'll come in with 2 to 5 people. We'll accelerate them to, say, a Series A fundraising round or something like that, where they really actually have to accelerate their growth, and we simply can't sustain it here. We have 40,000 square feet in this building, but we simply can't sustain the growth that funding round would require. Maybe it's hiring 25, 30 people, and at that point they move out, and we say our job is done. We've helped them move on, we've helped them accelerate, so we're just here for a very small portion of their life cycle.
One thing I wanted to ask you was about over here. Last year you won the NBIA award for being the Incubator of the Year. Is that national?
The University Business Accelerator, that was awarded to university affiliated accelerators. So we're top 25 university affiliated accelerator in the world for 2014. In 2015, we're the top tech incubator. The reason for those successes goes back to we're evaluated on a number of metrics. We're evaluated on the numbers, I guess you said, the number of companies that succeed, right? So succeeding companies, but more than that, amount of dollars raised, both public, so grants, and private, angel investment, VC, jobs created. So how many jobs are these guys in this building creating? Money's raised, and it's actually revenue too. So how much revenue are we actually bringing into the state?
Do you have any final thoughts or anything else you wanted to say before?
Yeah, I think what we found is that entrepreneurship and even starting a company at any level, it's a challenge. And the more that we can provide those resources and infrastructure that help entrepreneurs be successful, the more we get in there and do that and provide that infrastructure, the better it is for everyone. The better it is for the entrepreneurs, the community, the lives of the people that they're interacting with. It really changes lives. So that's really our mission here, is how do we provide that infrastructure? How do we support next generation, the next wave of entrepreneurs and startup companies? How do we help them be successful and give them the tools that they need so that they can be successful, and in turn, the whole community,
Right.
because we're connected here, gets to partake of that a little bit.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been talking to Joe Munk, M-U-N-K.